I'm a 16-year-old high school student and I've already made $10,000 in net profit online. In this video, I will show you the exact 7 steps you have to take to make your first $10,000 online. The number may seem big, but it's actually easily achievable for you. And if some kind of excuse appeared in your brain and you actually believe in it, then fair enough, you can leave the video. But if you actually want to make money, then make sure to stay till the end. And let's start with our first point. Number 1, find your vehicle. Imagine there's a road, and once you get to the end of it, you will get $10,000 in cash. What vehicle would you choose? A supercar or a bike? Of course you would choose a supercar because you subconsciously know that speed is extremely important. And what I want you to understand is that when it comes to business, you want to try to make money where there's speed, where things change quickly. And the most accessible place with speed for every single one of us is the internet. Because just think about it. 2 years ago, vertical short-form content was introduced. Now it's the most consumed form of content in the world. And at the exact moment right now, we're experiencing AI revolution. So as you can see, things changed very quickly. And how did your city look 2 years ago? I would say that literally the same. Look at Manhattan 50 years ago. It's literally the same. As I said that you need to look for something where things change quickly, you may have thought about trading and crypto in general, but it's not a good path for teenagers. First of all, trading requires you to invest a lot of money, which you simply don't have at this point. Second of all, there's a huge risk involved. For every $100 you're going to make, you're going to lose 200 because you're going to compete with other experienced people. Think about it. It's your first time trying trading and you're already competing with the guy who's 40 years old and who's been doing that for the past 20 years. And lastly, trading is highly dependent on time, which you first of all don't have, and second of all, you can't just skip school because the market opens. As a teenager, you have to look for a way to make money which requires no investment, allows you to work whenever you want, results are purely based on your actions, and is scalable because you want to work for your future. Wait, so is this guy going to talk about service-based business? No, you don't want to do service-based business because your clients rely on you. So if you cannot provide the work because of exams or any other stuff, then you simply lose money. The new meta that meets all the requirements I just talked about, that is especially good for teenagers, is content creation. You need absolutely no investment, you can work whenever you want, and if you don't post a video 1 week, then nothing bad is going to happen. And the best thing is that it is insanely scalable. Oh, but with content creation I won't make money the next month. Yeah, you won't, but in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, you're going to make tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. There are of course different vehicles you can use as a teenager to make money online, and I've listed 12 of them in this video, so if you want then check it out right now. But for the sake of this video, we're going to stick with content creation. Choosing your vehicle is extremely important, but I think that also very important is choosing your road, which in this case is going to be your platform. So I would say that the best for making money long term is YouTube. On YouTube you can provide the most value, you also get paid just from posting videos because of the ad revenue, and it is also the most safe option long term because YouTube is here for over 10 years now, unlike TikTok that is being shut down in different countries. So choose one platform and stick to it. Once you've got your vehicle and your road, you're gonna start posting before you know what you're doing. Because the truth is that you will never know what you're doing. Life is all about not knowing how to do certain things, but doing them anyway. It's easier to start posting videos when you don't know what you're doing, because once you start learning about a certain topic, you will start to realize that your content is not as good as you would like to be. So it's much easier to overcome the hesitation when you don't know anything yet. And here comes the first actionable step for you. If you're actually serious about making money, then I want you to post one video to YouTube 24 hours from now. Set a reminder, write down the task on a piece of paper and leave it on your table. I highly encourage you to post the video and then share a link to it down in the comments under this video. I will check out every single video that is linked down in the comments, and this doesn't end here. Make a promise to yourself that from now on you will start posting one video per week till the end of this year. Doesn't matter if it's going to be 2 minutes, 10 minutes or 30 minutes long, just post one video per week, get comfortable with talking to the camera, creating titles, posting to YouTube and stuff like that. When creating content, focus on providing as much value as possible, because that's going to come handy later on, and I will explain everything in step number 5. You have to get used to dedicating some time during your week to actual work, because school is not even close to actual work, because 99% of the time school has nothing to do with productivity. Once you actually realize what real deep work feels like, then school is going to feel like rest for you. That's why you want to start easy, only once a week. Then, of course, with time, you can gradually post more and more, but start easy. Step number 3, learn. You've already started posting, so it's fine, because doing something without knowing how to do is okay. But doing something without knowing how to do it and not trying to improve is stupid. You're gonna have to learn a lot. How to script videos, how to record them, how to edit, how to create catchy thumbnails and titles for YouTube, how SEO works, how YouTube algorithm in general works, and there's a lot of it. But once you master the basics, you're gonna get ahead of 80% of YouTubers in the world. Wait, top 20% after mastering the basics? Yes, because there are 114 million creators on YouTube, and I bet that 99% of videos do not ever reach 100 views. So just think about it. If you just get the basics right, you can start getting thousands of views with each video easily. Here's the second actionable step for you. Literally right now, go and unsubscribe from every degenerate entertainment YouTube channel out there, like, Mr. Beast, Jake Paul, like whatever there is, and subscribe to guys who can actually teach you something about YouTube or any other vehicle you chose. So in that case, it's definitely going to be me. I did this whole thing a long time ago. I unsubscribed from every gaming channel, I subscribed to educational channels, and just like that I stopped wasting time on YouTube, because even though I was watching videos, I was actually learning something. And if you want to take it to an extreme level and learn as much as possible, then you can become obsessed with the topic, and this is what helped me in my whole life basically. I always get obsessed with everything I put my mind to. I just want to learn as much as possible. I watch YouTube videos, I read about it, study it, and that's how I'm able to improve it very fast. And the last piece of advice, maybe the most important one I have for you, is that when watching YouTube videos, don't listen to what the guy, just like me, has to say, but rather analyze what he says in the video, how he structures it, and that's how you're going to make good videos yourself. Start literally right now. Pay attention to how this video is edited, how it's scripted, how it's structured. Write that down and implement it in your own videos. This learning process should never ever stop in your life, basically because of how quickly things change on the internet. But you know what? It's actually fun. So let's get to point number 4. And in this step, we're going to kill all your school-related excuses. And let me guess, the main one is that you have no time. I bet you never analyzed it yourself, so let me do that for you. On average, school day takes 8 hours with all the commuting, but in case you have to study at home, let's say that it takes 9 hours. Then if you sleep for 8 hours every night, then you're left with 7 hours of free time during your day. You also have your basic needs like eating, showering, so let's say that those take up 2 hours of your free time every day. So you're left with 5 hours every single day during the work week and 16 hours during the weekend, equals to 57 hours of free time in total every single week. 9 to 5 job is 40 hours every week, and you have 57. Let's make it even less, 55, 50. You have so much free time. Now what's left for you to decide is what is important for you, what is your priority. Focusing on your business and your career will get you freedom in the future. Time freedom, location freedom, and possibly even financial freedom. Spending time playing video games, going out with your friends, scrolling through social media, partying, or whatever, is trading your future success for the short-term pleasure. Gym bros, going to the gym every day won't make you successful neither. Yes, it is an important activity for your health, but at some point it becomes an easy escape from doing what is actually demanding, working on your business. So far we've only discussed your free time, but trust me when I say that you actually have even more time. I don't know about you, but I always feel like most classes I attend are absolutely useless and I'm just wasting my time. So you know what I started doing not to waste this time? I started writing video scripts, ideas, designing thumbnails and other stuff on paper, just basically sitting in class. Teachers see you writing in your notebook, so they don't care, and in the meantime you're actually making the most out of your time. But remember, only do this thing during useless classes. I never did this during maths, physics, IT or English, because those subjects actually matter to me and I don't want to fail school. Of course, if you start doing this, you won't be able to get straight A's, so you won't be able to be a geek. But you know, what's the most important is actually you passing school. So first you gotta make sure that you're going to pass, and then you can do whatever you want. I hope that now you can see that you have over 50 hours of free time in your week. So we'll get to step number 5, which is monetize. This is obviously the most fun part because you're getting paid, but before you get paid, I want you to realize that your time is worth at least $55 per hour. And I don't care if you live in Poland, India or the US. Technically, an hour of your time right now is worth $5 because that's how much you would get paid at McDonald's. But realistically, it's worth much more because what you're going to create now is going to make money even in the future when your time is going to be worth more than $100 per hour. A good method to make money, especially in the beginning, is doing online coaching. But there are a few downsides which we have to talk about. The first one is that you're training your time for money, which you don't actually need at the moment. The second one is that it is not scalable other than just trading even more time for your money. And the third one is that it won't make you money in the future. Starting doing online coaching is very easy because you can literally reach out to people privately and get them to sign up for your coaching. You can charge like $25 every hour or more, but start at $25. The perfect option for everyone though would be selling digital products like courses, training plans, Lightroom presets and whatever else you can think of. They are perfect because you can create them during your free time, so maybe during the weekends, during school breaks, and people actually get to buy those whenever they want, so maybe even 2 years from now. Just think about it. Every course you create when you're 15 is still going to be valid once you become 20. Many people these days recommend creating private communities, but I don't think it's such a great option for teenagers because realistically you won't be able to manage them consistently every day simply because you don't have the time to do that because you're at school. That's why if you're a teenager, I will always recommend you to create digital products which you can then sell later on. But of course with YouTube there also comes ad revenue after you get 1000 subscribers and 4000 hours of watch time, and here a niche you choose for your videos plays a huge role. My calisthenics progression video earns about $1 per 1000 views, while my money-making videos make around $5 per 1000 views. Of course, this also depends on the country you live in. In Poland, it's going to be a lot less than, for example, in the US. Some people in the US can reach up to $30 per 1000 views. But just think about it. Depending on the niche you choose, a 200,000 views video may be equal to a 1,000,000 views video. So basically an advice that applies here is talk money to get money because finance videos earn the most money. I'm going to be completely honest with you. For the first few months, you're going to make absolutely zero money from ad revenue, but it is said that to make a full-time living, you have to get around 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Content creation is a long game, but once you graduate, I guarantee that you will be able to make $10,000 per month. Once you started earning money from your content, you're going to move on to step number 6, which is buy more time. I've said this many times before, but I'm going to say it again. Your number one asset as a teenager is your time. 1 hour of your time is worth at least $25. So if you can buy yourself an hour of your time for something like $20 and less, then it's absolutely always worth it. It is basically about finding a task that takes you a lot of time, but giving it to someone else so that you get much more free time to work on what's important. When it comes to content creation, a task that takes a lot of time, but you can always give it to someone else, is video editing, because your viewer won't be able to tell whether you or someone else edited the video. I used to spend more than 10 hours editing a single video because I thought that nobody can do it as well as me. And I was absolutely right. Nobody is going to make the video just as I wanted because nobody has my vision. But what's more important, the fact that I can make the video 10% better than the editor would? Or is it better to get 10 hours of free time and use that to make another 2 videos? As we've already established, speed is extremely important. That's why it's better to create 3 videos instead of just one that would be edited slightly better. As for the day that I'm filming this video, I spend around 40 bucks on every video. Doesn't mean that I get paid more than 40 bucks? No, because the point is that you want to hire someone before you can afford it. At this stage, you've already made some money in the past. Maybe some of your videos blew up, maybe you sold your course a couple times, so you're going to take all that money and reinvest it back into your business. In your teenage years, you've got nothing worth more than your time and your business. So even though I lose money by spending 40 bucks on a video right now, in a year, I may make like 500 bucks on a single video, so it doesn't matter. What you also have to keep in mind is that one good video can finance 50 bad videos. What you create now, people are going to watch in the next 2, 5 or even 10 years, depending on how good and how valuable it is. I dare you to spend a lot of money on your time, and it may sound weird to you, but just like most broke people in the world, you don't actually realize how much your time is actually worth. But you will realize that once you develop a proper entrepreneur mindset. The last step we have on our list is expand your timeline. Because after you've completed every previous step, then all you need now is consistency. If you've already started outsourcing your work, then I guarantee that it won't take you more than a year to succeed. At this point, you don't need anything else. Just stick to the plan. And while I say that your time is extremely valuable and important, you don't want to skip school and sacrifice your school for the sake of your business. You know why? Because you have all the time in the world that's needed to balance school and business at the same time. Don't get tricked by the social media and don't think that high school dropouts get success all the time, because it doesn't happen. You only get to know about 1% of high school dropouts that actually achieve something. And remember, you have those school breaks, summer breaks, holiday breaks. You can grind, work and focus on your business then. And when it's school time, well, then it's school time and you're not going to avoid it. During those periods with a lot of free time, you will be able to tell whether you actually are a disciplined person who is able to work as a self-employed guy. For your weekends and longer breaks in general, I would highly encourage you to get a proper daily routine so that you're able to stay productive when nobody forces you to do so. I have actually developed a perfect daily routines for teenagers that you can follow, so if you want, then check out this video. Hope you learned something new from this video, and I will see you on the authentic side of self-improvement.